WolverThor! Hey everybody, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk about Dark Dimension, but if you've seen any of my other videos, you realize I'm already finished with it. So you're probably asking, well, what are you going to talk about? And that's a great question. I'm not just going to sit here and show you where I'm at in this thing. It is kind of funny, though. I accidentally clicked start here a few days ago, which I haven't started. So what I'm doing here is I'm compiling the strategies that I've put together and the videos that I've put together for all of my Dark Dimension runs for both, and that's into Enter the Darkness. As you can see, nobody's done anything here at all. So actually, I think it's best to go here. Yeah, so there's no damage anywhere in here. So I'm clearly talking about Enter the Darkness. Which, by the way, it's kind of weird when a game releases a section that literally nobody can even attempt. Might have something kind of miscalced there, but let's not go into that. This is about Enter the Darkness and my ways of doing it, and hope that it can help you get through it. So anyway, the basics of this, obviously, you gotta have 6 stars, which you probably all know. You're probably all doing this. There's a number of nodes. Here's 10 nodes you work through all the way to get to Ultron, Kingpin, Mordo, Wolverine, Doctor Strange, Miss Marvel, Nick Fury, Vision, Crossbones, Deadpool, and then finally the last node is Ultron, with a number of opponents within each that are very difficult to beat and can take some time. And if anybody who's watching this video has seen any of my other Dark Dimension videos, you can see it takes quite a while. So I'm not necessarily going to sit here and go through every single node and the strategy against it. What I'm doing is creating a little tool for you guys, because I'm switching over to my YouTube channel here. Is, you know, it might be frustrating if you're even using my YouTube channel to find these, you know, unless you watch that day. You're like, well, what did WolverThor do here? You know, and there's a number of videos I got in here. You could see the, you know, I try to name them, you know, dimension, time, the node, just so it's a little bit more easy to find that specific node. But it's still, you know, it's, you know, we're a society of wanting things quickly, right? So even though it's there, you got to look for it, and you're not really necessarily looking to do that. I mean, shoot, you got to go back down to, God, how long ago was it? 2 months ago? Holy cow. I think this is the first Dark Dimension video I did that I called Dark Dimension How I Get Worked. That was the start of this thing. So started doing that, and then over time kind of just kept doing them, and then it became kind of a vlog type thing. So anyway, it's, you know, I get that these things are, you know, difficult to do or to go and find, and there's a lot of Dark Dimension videos that I got out here that, you know, it's just, you know, hunting packs. It's just, I know people don't want to necessarily do that. So what I've done is I've compiled all those into a wonderful little, let me scroll this over here for you a little bit, Dark Dimension videos spreadsheet of mine, and the days and some little notes here that, you know, I kind of mentioned during each one, and that, you know, might be helpful to you as you go along here. So let's zoom in just a little bit so that is a little bit easier for you guys to see if you're on a mobile device. And I will share this link in the description. But I just wanted you guys to know that I'm putting this out there for you to use, so that you can, you know, have one spot that you can just kind of click to find all this stuff. So what I've got here is the regular untimed. You know, it's just the specific node. I've got the name here, and then, you know, how many days, or, you know, how many times I'm doing it with the corresponding link right next to it. Here is the days column. I did not record this right away, obviously, so there's going to be some missing, and then there are some times where, you know, in this particular link, I will finish it and go to the next node, and I will say see link above. So in these ones that, you know, it says NA, it's just I don't have a recording of it. One, because I didn't decide to really do it until this node here, and then, you know, there was a Thanksgiving, I didn't get some recordings in, and then in the second go run, unfortunately, I didn't record. I really wish I would have kind of recorded the first few, regardless, thinking that, you know, I had not planned necessarily to compile all of them, and I actually forgot that I had not recorded these originally. So those are missing. But you've got some kind of comments over here to the side, which will hopefully help you when you kind of go through it. So let's scroll back to the top here, just some general kind of, strats that I do want to talk about here. Let's see. So let's widen this out a little bit. So when possible, bring multiple down to low health before killing, which would bring on the next wave. I realize that you can't always do this. Sometimes there's a Scarlet Witch Miss Marvel combination, or there might be an operative or a medic out there that you don't want to do that. You want to bring down those healer types, but when possible, if you've got 3 or 4 or 5 in there that you can kind of sustain with, bring them all down equally as much as you can, and then kill them, or kill one or kill all of them with an AoE to bring the next wave in. That'll make the next wave that much easier, because the waves come after a certain number are gone. So if you've got 6 to start, and as soon as there's down to 4, the next wave drops 4 more. Well, that sucks to have 8 full health people as opposed to 4 full health and 4 that are almost dead. So it makes things much easier. Let's see what else we have here. When possible, try and use trash teams to take large ults and attacks, meaning if Crossbones has got his detonate coming first turn, or you discover when you go in there that he's got his detonate turn, quit out, bring in one of your weaker teams, let them take the detonate. They're not going to do anything anyway, and then bring in your stronger team. It just helps you get through the nodes a little bit quicker. It's you got to quit for a second, but just go back in with a different team. Overall, it'll help you get done quicker. Be smart about when you use your alts. What I mean by that is if you've got a detonate and the AI's got defense up on everybody, wait to use it. Don't waste it. Just wait till the next day, or wait until the opportunity. Or maybe you bring in one of those trash teams, get the defense up out of Luke Cage and go a turn, and then bring in your Crossbones on the next team, and then use that detonate. Let's see what's the next one here. Might want to save for the next day, depending on enemy. Yeah. So one thing I did want to note a little bit is shield teams. I've got all these strategies here. That doesn't necessarily include strategies for Nick Fury or shield teams. I don't have actually I don't even have Nick Fury. So I don't use that Nick Fury shield team, which is very dependent on the the medic and or the operative. So Mordo and heal blockers could wreak havoc on that team. So if you've got a shield Nick Fury team, you really do want to kind of make sure to take down those heal block type enemies as soon as you can. So make sure to prioritize them towards the top, and don't necessarily if I say focus troopers down here on the Nick Fury node, but Mordo's there, well, you might want to get Mordo first if you got the shield Fury team. So just take that into account when you're kind of looking at this. And then off to the side here, I just kind of have it overall days. I wasn't exactly sure what day I was when I was finishing these, so I just looked at the time section and figured it was at least that. So it was kind of fun to kind of see just how many days it was to finish this first time. I assume it was about 41. And then the second time through, I did the overall days as this timed, and it was about 33. So I got them a little bit quicker. And you'll notice that, and I'm gonna scroll over to the left here, is that in this time section, that's what this part is the time. There's less notes, and that's because it's the same as above. If I have something up here in this regular section, that means that it applies, these down here in the timed, it's the same node. So it's just that there's a clock running during it overall when you're doing it. So I only put stuff in here if I either didn't have a video on it once before, or maybe I mentioned or changed something a little bit when I went through it the second time. So like I said, there will be a link in the description below. And it's really just a compilation, a one-stop shop for all of the Dark Dimension runs that I did. And I'm hoping that this is going to kind of be a little bit more helpful to those, who are looking for something to just try to get these or see one spot where they can, kind of have a little mini dark dimension guide for them to get through it. So like I said, hope it helps. And as always, if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like it, whether they're, helpful tips or kind of a compilation of things, or, some stat type thing I put together on a spreadsheet, or just a walkthrough of a certain node, or sometimes some theory crafting, click that subscribe button below, as well as hammer down on that like button. And we'll see you guys again soon. Thanks.